We're running behind a little bit here. Hold on a minute. Let me switch accounts. F is in Frank. There we go. Rumble Studio. Where normally we take care of this ahead of time, but it seems my movie ran a little long. I was watching the new Jurassic Park. Some people said it was good. Some people said it was bad. It did really well the first day in the box office yesterday or the day before, like 80 or 60 million for one day. That wasn't bad. It's going to have a good weekend. It was good. I can tell you that right now. I'll give more details in my review, but it was good, and there were no complaints at all. So anyway, let me go to live chat here.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a new
Hey
Jurassic Park.
Gatsby, what's up? I'm glad you're in the room.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, I want to talk about you, but I want to talk about you in a few minutes to allow people to join because I just don't want to talk to you. I didn't see you this morning. I'm not sure you watch Saturday mornings, but
I didn't get a chance to this morning, but normally I would. But
right. So there's a few things I want to say before Jimmy and I get started. Um, there seems to have been.
welcome in, Wim and Paulin.
Hey guys, what's up? There seems to have been an issue with somebody with a GoFundMe in the chat. Guys and girls, nobody will ask you for money. If they do, if it's another person in the chat, if it comes from us, don't ever. Now, I may do a fundraiser
Well, I'd
for
say more
people who
likely.
are
I'd say
saying,
more along the lines like I highly recommend you don't.
no. I'm telling them don't ever because if they do it and they get burned, it's on them. Don't ever give money to
Fair.
anybody in the chat room. Don't do it. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they're going through. 9 times out of 10, it's people trying to take advantage of you. Please protect yourself. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. The only time we ask for money if it's for a cause, like Convoy of Hope, they're taking care of the disaster in Texas. I may on one of my videos have a donation button to them. It goes directly to them. I don't see it. I should not get any money. I don't believe in memberships right now. I don't believe in any of that. So you can buy one of my shirts. I don't care if you buy merchandise and stuff. That's completely different. But when people are asking you for money, don't do it. Okay? If we don't see it, please let us know so we can deal with the issue. Some of you have, and we appreciate it. The other thing I want to mention real quick before we kick off is I want to say that the children, as you know, are going to have a child. They're really excited about it. It's like right around the corner. They received their first gift in the mail. And I believe somebody ordered it off the registry, possibly, the baby registry. They received a gift. They were totally moved. I was totally moved that someone would care enough about my family to send stuff. I appreciate it. I want to thank Gatsby. Gatsby, who's in our group. Gatsby, you know what? If you had sent, I'd feel the same. If you made a baby shower card and you mailed it, I would feel the same. Whether it's a gift or it's a handmade card, the fact that you took the time to think about my family makes you family. You all are family to me, but Gatsby, you really blew me away. You blew me away. It was very touching, and I just want to leave it at that for right now. I want to give him credit, give him thanks that it was appreciated. The children they got even more excited about the baby coming with your gift. So you really brightened some people's lives. Thank you. And yes, there is prayers going out to Texas. Really, really bad guys. But some of you may not know. Look it up. Flooding, people missing, people dead. There's a lot going on. So look it up. Texas floods. Look up that. So anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome, Jimmy. You doing
Yeah,
good?
yeah,
You doing good?
yeah. I'm good.
Cool. That's cool. Okay, and then did you want to start off or you want me to start us off? Do you have
No,
something
go
in
ahead.
mind? Okay.
Go, go.
So the I was gonna start off with the big beautiful bill, right? But another headline came through. I mean, this is like today came through. There is always a headline coming through every day. Something new, some new form of drama. Okay. It seems that Elon Musk is now talking about a third political party. Okay. I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid because he will split the vote if he does, which some of you wouldn't care. That's fine. But he'll pull a Ross Perot. If you remember Ross Perot, he did the same thing. He ran under another ticket and he was independent. He was amazing. He was a businessman, kind of like Trump is. He Ross Perot could have done some things had he won. But because he was running, he split the Republican ticket and the Democrats won. That's why. So anyway, all I'm saying is that splitting the ticket is not a good idea. Another third party, the two we have suck. The two we have are completely uh horrible. I mean, at running the government. If crap was going on for so long, okay, um, you know, I think both parties are to blame for how crappy our government got screwed and got into. I think everybody was insider trading. I think everybody was awful. I don't think it was one side or the other. That's just my personal opinion. I believe we've been lied to for many years. If one side or the other was good, then why are we just finding out the truth this year? What we've had Republicans and Democrats, neither one of them uncovered or revealed to us the truth. So,
Yeah,
oh, that's right. What time is the Ozzy concert, Jimmy?
I didn't see the time when I looked it up,
Hold on, let me ask AI. Hold
or
on a
if
minute.
I may have actually.
What time is the
Hold on.
Ozzy Osbourne concert tonight?
He asks, could you specify?
Oh, you. What time is the Ozzy Osbourne concert?
Started at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so 9 Central.
It's already been done.
I can definitely check that for you. Let me find the latest info on the Ozzy Osbourne concert time. Just give me a moment.
You're telling me it's already happened?
Yes, it looks like the concert already happened. It was held on July 5th at Villa Park in Birmingham, and it was a pretty big deal since it was Ozzy's final live performance.
Well, there you go. Missed it.
What
God,
AI?
missed it. Of course, the majority of America is the one that made him and his wife money and famous. Why they would do it early in the morning, it's stupid. Why
Yeah.
not delay the broadcast for. Shut up.
No worries at all. If there's anything else you'd like to
No, I don't.
What's up,
Nothing I
Bacon?
want to talk about.
And welcome
Sorry.
to everybody I might have missed. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, there was going to be a special guest. Unfortunately, it didn't happen because he got tied up. But the gentleman I'm going to try and bring on next Saturday, I've already sent him a link to the show. He's just going to pop in. It's going to be, I'm going to make a prediction. I just met this guy, but I think he's bigger than I think. I think he's more popular, the gentleman, than I realized. Like, everybody but me knows who he is. I'm guessing. I don't know. When he gets on the show, you guys will hear him talk. It won't be today, unfortunately. He got tied up. But it will be. I think I'm going to make it happen next week.
Oh, okay.
So I
Hold on.
apologize.
So there's
What?
news about the Aussie festival. So I guess it's a music festival, and he's about to go on right now.
Wait, he's about to go on right now?
So I guess it's an all-day thing, and it started at 9 a.m.
What's it like? Lollapalooza?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's kind of like a festival kind of thing.
Can you imagine how hot it is outside?
Oh, my God. I can only imagine.
Holy frick. It's a music festival,
Poor guy.
Steve Love said.
I guess apparently Ozzy has Parkinson's, so he's not really standing and singing and whatnot.
Hey, Double Bacon, I don't know what you're sorry about. And not so nice words. Is there any way I could get added to the chat again? You're in the chat, Double Bacon.
Yeah, you're here.
I mean, you've been a little harsh, but nothing that I would deem hurtful.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing you on the live YouTube stream as well.
You've bucked
You're good.
us, but you haven't been rude. You've kind of like Gatsby. Gatsby will buck us because he feels differently. That's fine. Just
Yeah, there's
all
nothing
I
wrong with
ask
that,
everybody is respect each other. You guys, so many of you think differently than I do, but I wouldn't have it any other way. You're allowed to. You're allowed to care about different issues. I care about issues that you probably don't care about, but then you care about issues that I don't really care about. So Double Bacon, never did I have a problem. You do not need to apologize. If Double Bacon, you're walking the line or you've crossed the line, I'll let you know. You'll know because your comments won't show anymore. But you have politely bucked subjects. That's all. And that's totally
nothing wrong.
fine. We like seeing you. So keep it going. Check our comments ahead on your latest video. My latest video we talked about this morning. It was fun. It started a new series called Food Prepping, but that was this morning's show. We talk about food. Today we're gonna go over some of the trending topics, what's going on. But the top trending topic is Elon is now calling for a third party. I'm not, because he did that, I am not sure the argument between him and Trump was fabricated. I think it's billionaires bickering. I think it's egos clashing. I think it's like, hey, there's no electric vehicle mandate. I think it's a good thing. If you want an electric vehicle, so be it. If you think it's a horrible, complete waste of money, so be it. Once again, whatever you decide. I do not want the government telling me I have to do whatever. I have to take a shot. I have to buy a vehicle. I have to stop using gas. No, you're not. We're not a dictatorship. So lifting the mandate, I think a lot of things in the big, beautiful bill upset Elon. He attacked it. Unfortunately, Elon did some great things, but I'm not loyal to Elon. Elon has not done anything that I would deem whatever comes out of his mouth is spot on. He's, he wants to go to Mars. I mean, he's way out there, and I love that about him. But once again, I don't worship a man. So let the two of them hash it out. All I'm saying is it's a bad idea for a third party. I think Elon and Trump want the same thing personally.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what are you looking up?
Well, I don't think that Elon would run in an election. For one, I don't think he can, because he's not even like
Well, he was
born in
born
the
what,
same.
South Africa?
Yeah, I believe he was born in South Africa, so he can't even run anyway. But I think the whole concept was more about starting a third party to run against the two.
Right. That's what he's trying to do. He's not.
Yeah.
I don't
Which I
believe he's
mean,
trying to
it's
run
already been
proper.
done and it doesn't work. I mean, we already have the independent party, and
In the
every time an
green,
independent runs,
libertarian,
they
all
get
that.
left in the dust.
Right.
So all they do is steal votes from the other two parties. That's it.
And I get that. I just think it would be very messy, but so be it. Only thing I care about is that the right person gets the job
I mean,
and gets the job done. That's
I
all.
want to say that even with the founding of the country, there has been multiple parties, but um, since then, I think it's been broken down to two, and it's too ingrained in our system where there's only two, that when a third party like the independent party tries to break through, it's just not successful in doing it.
Yeah. So we'll see, guys. We'll keep you updated if we hear anything. But beside that, beside that, you had a good holiday weekend?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I streamed,
Still going on.
but yeah, it's still a weekend.
Okay, dude, the news showed footage of the sky in LA.
Uh-oh.
Holy crap. More fireworks was going off in Los Angeles up into the sky
I actually
than
read something
Nashville
that
where it's
there
legal.
I read something that there was more cops being called for fireworks going off, illegal fireworks going off in California, than those people that were uh, burning flags and whatnot,
Do
starting
you,
fires.
do you know if they just legalized it, it would lower the fireworks?
Yeah.
Less people would do it. People do it because it's illegal. Serious. It's
Well,
legal
I
out
would say
here.
everybody, but I would say there's a good portion of people that do it because it's illegal.
It's illegal, and more people do it in LA than they do in Nashville. It's
Yeah.
totally legal in Nashville. We have warehouses. You can buy stuff to shoot up in the air and explode. Tons of it. It's
Yeah,
all
we
it's
had
a
that
whole
in
warehouse.
when I was in Washington. We had that.
Yeah. So if they legalized it, that alone would guarantee lower people doing it. Guaranteed. I believe that if they made it legal, which I'm not sure why they think it's more dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous anywhere. You got to do it with safety and precaution. You have the hose, you have a fire extinguisher, you got a bucket of water to put your fireworks in when you're done. Smart people do things to prepare. Um, but I think you'd be better off. There was a murder at Dodger Stadium last night. Like the Dodgers like beat the crap out of somebody murder or a real life murder. I didn't hear about that. Wow. I'd say a lot of things would be okay if they legalized it. Yes, Team Glove. Hold on a minute. I can smell what you're talking about. I can totally smell what you're talking about, Steam Glove. But anyway, that's a whole nother problem. Legalizing marijuana is another topic. I don't know if
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what
think
you're
it's
referring.
legal in Tennessee yet.
No, it shouldn't be. There's enough people driving drunk. We don't need another influence. There's enough people
Yeah,
driving and texting. We don't need another driving under the influence of or
it's actually
distract
kind of
people.
horrible because when I'm on the Harley,
Mhm.
um, I smell everything. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
I'm like a drives by and it's like, oh, yep, I know what they're doing. Stay
And
away from them.
and Jimmy follows them.
No, no,
Oh, the fresh
I'm
country
not.
air.
I'm
Yeah,
so not. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I You know what? I've tried marijuana in my life when I was younger. I didn't like it. I don't like how it makes me feel. I hated it. I literally hated it. It was like, yeah, I'm to be honest, There are some people that like to be down, whether it's downers, whether it's morphine, whether it's something that'll keep you down. Then there's people who are up. They like to be sharp, whether it's, you know, so marijuana makes you down. I don't like that. I like to be on point. So, like, when I experimented with crap that I shouldn't have, it was up stuff. It wasn't down. It was stuff that would keep you up all weekend. It was never down. But you should do. Can't see that. Okay. You should do. Did you just moderate?
Yeah. Well,
How did you do that?
I
How'd you do that, dude?
I just go to the YouTube channel and
Oh, got it. Okay, so
I got another tab open for the
I see.
channel.
No, I see JS Media.
Oh yeah, I sent a comment.
Oh, is it only Rumble Studio participants can
Yeah.
see this? Okay,
See, 'cause I can't change it like you can. Like you can
that's fine.
change.
Totally cool.
So anything I do, it goes right to Rumble. So I have to go to YouTube channel to actually comment in the chat.
Ken says he's never done drugs and he's proud of it. You better
Yeah.
be. That is
Well,
amazing. I'm
I
proud
can't
of
lie.
you,
I mean,
Ken.
I've done. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
You know, when you go through your teen years and your 20s, you become experimental, and some of you can get hooked on stuff. Some of you get through it and grow up like I did. I was an idiot. I know I smoked it. They didn't have edibles when I was a kid, but I smoked it and it wasn't fun. I don't like the feeling. I don't like being I don't like zoning out. I don't like being out of control. If that makes sense. I like to be sharp. I mean, most of the stuff I do is spur of the moment, ad lib. You gotta be ready for anything. How about you, Jimmy? What were you?
Yeah,
Were you a downer
I've
type
had
person or an upper?
I've had my share, and it just doesn't work for me. I've tried a couple different kinds of like they're sitting there talking about different types, and I've tried both, and I just prefer not to. Like you said,
Yeah.
I don't like the numbing sensation, the zoning out,
Yep.
and you're sitting there like focused on something, like trying to play a video game. Well, yeah, it doesn't work for
For
me.
like a half hour, you're looking at,
I
hey, I'm
think
dying
I think
again and again.
I played a race car game, which doesn't work too well when you're like slow response. Like I was supposed to turn. Oops, go.
How awesome is it that Ken is proud to never have done it?
Oh, that's freaking
I
awesome.
love that, dude.
Yeah,
Once
that's
again,
awesome.
I just want to honor that. That's a lot. That takes
Congrats.
discipline because most people do it from peer pressure,
Or just curiosity.
yeah, or curiosity. So most people
I
do
mean,
it.
if the crowd's doing it and you're not, you're like, let
You feel
me
like
try.
a
Let me see what
third
I'm missing.
wheel, right? So Ken, once again, congratulations.
I mean, it's
You
kind of
should be proud.
like I've drank alcohol because I drink beer and whatnot, but even then, I don't drink to the point where I'm just like dumb, you know.
Nick says he's never smoked marijuana either. That's good. I am okay with serious, real medical marijuana use. I'm okay with that. People who are suffering and in pain, I am totally okay with that. I I never Gatsby's never smoked it, but I don't think the government has the right to tell people they can't. Hey, Gatsby, they tell people they can't all the time. They can't do this and they can't do that. LA, they tell them they can't do fireworks.
Well,
Didn't stop
no,
them.
I mean, I get where Gatsby's coming from. I don't. I think because our government's gotten so big that it's controlling what we can and can't do, and I don't. It's not supposed to be that way. We established the government because we're supposed to control the government, not the other way around. So putting in regulations, okay, I can kind of understand for certain things that just, but I mean, if you break like serious laws, then yeah, you should be uh, held accountable for those. But something minor.
right? I will tell you
And if
this.
there's an effect, like if you like drinking,
Yeah.
okay, take drinking for example. If you're drinking responsibly and you're not getting into a car and operating that while you're drunk, then you're fine. It's okay. Drink.
Yeah,
I mean, if
I
you're
don't feel the
responsible for
same.
your own life, that's fine. But if you're drinking and getting behind the wheel and taking somebody else's life, or you're even putting other people's lives in danger, then yes, that's a serious crime. That has nothing to do with the alcohol itself. That has more to do with your personal decisions that's affecting other people.
We disagree on that, but I will tell you this: marijuana is addictive. I don't care how many people tell you it's not. Same with alcohol; it's addictive. Though they are addictive.
It's a mentality.
Yeah, people say, "Oh no, I can stop when." Really, it's addictive. In fact, medical professionals have said it's addictive. I have seen people; it's addictive. They can't stop. They continue to do those things. That's my opinion. Um, once again, do your own homework. Don't believe me. Always, always do homework on me.
Yeah, that's
Always verify it. If you hear me say something, verify it. Go
yeah,
to Google, ask AI. I don't care, but never take like from one person. Triple check your facts. That's all. I mean,
absolutely.
Ken makes candy. Ooh, Ken. By the way, sugar is addictive too. Did you know sugar lights up the same part of your brain as if you did a line of cocaine? They measured it. They showed it. Light up part of the brain. Cocaine lights up part of your brain. Sugar lights up the identical part. That's interesting. Anyway, Ken's cup runneth over with candy. Yeah. Hey, I'd rather you have candy than do any other crap. But yeah, that's really good. Jimmy is not in contact with Jack, little children, about to have a grandchild. I bet your candy's amazing. Wow, that's a loaded. Okay, let me pin that so everybody can see. Okay, so Paulin says Jimmy's not in contact with his children. Jack has adult children, about to have a grandchild. I bet your candy's amazing. Could you put any more comments in that comment? That's a lot of commenting, and that's a lot of facts. So, anyway, yeah. So, and I will let you know when the big day comes, of course. A lot of you want to know what the name's going to be. I'll, I'll let you know. If you follow Junior, like on Instagram, he'll post it before I do. That's when I can post it after he's announced it. That's the agreement. I respect everything with Jack Jr. I don't do anything, and I will not do anything for my grandchild without a green light from Junior. Because I know, I know Jack, he wouldn't, and he wouldn't tell me to not do something for my grandchild unless there was a good reason. Jack's grown up to be a really good man. He really
That's
is.
true. Video
He's,
games can be addictive too.
video games are addictive. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
There's a lot of things that can be
If you
addictive.
don't believe me, ask wives all across the country. They're like, "Oh, my husband, man, he gets so wrapped up in yeah. Oh, he gets so mad. Oh, he's got like if you tell him he can't play, it's it's literally cause for divorces. It's gotten really bad. When is the grandkid due? Nick, it is due. Originally was the end of August. They have bumped up the time to the middle of August. He's growing really well. They're thinking they're gonna have to induce. Brianna's so tiny, got a little tiny body, but she's doing a great job. All the measurements, all the blood work, all the ultrasounds, everything has been looking good. Different childhoods.
Oh,
Let's see.
somebody else not familiar with you and I.
Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. So these are no. Ken, let me explain. I'm just going to give it to you guys straight because you guys have already been
Michael,
told this.
Michael Caine's already responded.
Oh, she did.
He,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know who's a he or she sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, Jimmy's not a Scalfani. I go on sometimes. My brother Charles, he's a Scalfani. I brought Jim on the show. He's a Scalfani. Jim, just Jim. Jimmy, we're more like cousins. That's all. So we're still related. Sumo Boy, Michael Caine is. You guys are awesome. But yeah. So I'm beginning to understand. It's around the same. Is your thing scrolling okay?
yeah.
That's around the same time as my birthday. Yeah. Well, Brianna's birthday is in the middle of August. So hold on a minute. I'm predicting that little booger. He's in there calculating. He's listening. When's mommy's birthday? Yeah, I'm taking it over. He's gonna climb out on
What's up,
her
Ken?
birthday, and she's gonna be upset because nobody wants to share a birthday.
No.
He
I
still
don't-
will be loved.
I mean, I don't know Brianna all that well, but from what I do know of her, I think she'll be okay with it.
She is, yeah, she'd be okay with it. She doesn't want to split the birthday with her child because it's not
Actually,
his
I mean,
day.
if you really think about it, I mean, you couldn't have a bigger honor to have your kid on the same day.
I know people who did, and they had to celebrate it with their kid every year. It's like being on. It's like having your birthday near Christmas, and then somebody buys a gift and goes, "Happy birthday," and that's your Christmas present. I'm like, "Frick that! Buy me 2 gifts. Buy me a gift for my birthday and for." I've always been a December baby, and lots of people combine the two. Like, no, my birthday is separate, so it all depends. Everybody's different. Hey Ken, what's going on? But yeah, everybody's different. So I'll let you know. I don't think he will be on Brianna's birthday. Where's my water? Sorry. So anyway, but the kids they're very excited. They're enjoying the entire pregnancy. They've been excited since minute one because they struggled at first to get pregnant, and then she became expecting, and Jack Jr. has been a totally new man. You wouldn't recognize him. He's such a big-hearted guy now. Okay, so to go back to Steam Love and the concert, I guess it's going on all day, and we're probably not going to watch any of it. To be honest, I do know Sinners is now on HBO Max. I know so many people that have been waiting for the movie Sinners. I have no idea why, but they want to watch it.
I saw it. It was okay.
Just
It was
okay. I know. That's all I
Kind
expect.
of like From Dusk Till Dawn kind of feel.
Okay. So I felt the same way, but I will watch it tonight, and I will tell you how it is. I'll give you a rating on it, but I didn't expect it to be great. But a lot of people have been waiting. The biggest surprise is a show called Alice in Borderland. Okay. And all I can say is it's like Squid Games and Escape Games had a baby, and it was called Alice in Borderland. And it's on Netflix, and it's freaking amazing. It's way amazing. So you guys got to watch that. And I don't think it's Borderlands. I think it's Alice in Borderland. So
Yeah.
I don't believe there's an S at the end.
No, there
It's
isn't. From my
really.
understanding, there isn't.
Oh, you looked it up?
No, I saw it on X.
Yeah. Guys, I promise you'll love it. Watch the first episode. If that doesn't intrigue you, I'll be shocked. Because the first episode, when it's over, you're like,
Oh, because it's on Netflix.
what was that? Yeah. It's on Netflix. That was good. Weak Hero. If you're into those vengeful, get people back type movies, Weak Hero on Netflix is good. That was also good. Let's see.
Oh, is it based on manga or manga, however you pronounce it?
Who, Alice in Borderland?
Yeah,
Uh, if it is, I didn't know
I'm
that.
not into anime, so I
No,
wouldn't
no,
know.
it's real life.
Well,
It
Nick said it was based on, or it
it
says I
could
love
have
Alice
been.
in
It could have been
Borderland.
the story that was
Came
anime.
out before Squid Games, and in my opinion, much better. It was originally based on a manga.
Oh, I didn't know it was a manga. And if you guys know what mangas are, they're the Japanese, Korean, whatever booklets. They're like comic books, and they're read backwards. They read backwards from back to front. We read from front to back. But yeah, it was. Where season 3 is coming out in September, so everybody needs to watch first 2 seasons. We are on season 2, episode 4, but it is dubbed, but it's very, you won't even notice. It's done very well.
Oh, is it
And
like originally in Japanese
Japanese,
or Korean?
yeah, but you can't tell. I mean, you get used to it literally. Plus the
Oh,
kids,
it's kind of like the old. Is it better than the old Japanese?
yes, it's way better. But I'll
Okay.
tell you this: the new generation, the younger folk, the kids
Yeah.
they watch Netflix with the captions on.
I wonder if that's possible to do. Like get like was it a Passion of the Christ and have it dubbed over to English because it's in Hebrew, right?
You can get the closed caption in English.
Yeah.
But
Well, I know you can do that. You can still read it, but
maybe you can't.
that's
I don't know. But I do know that most of the kids today watch Netflix with closed caption on all the time. Not, I mean,
well, it's
on
because it's been so popularized with manga and other animated
wait,
shows.
this is even on English movies.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying because of that culture with the
Right.
anime and whatnot, it's all been uh, uh, what did we just say? Oh God, the letters, the closed caption, right?
Right.
They
I
can
just think it's a new thing.
with that. No, well, like I said, because of anime and whatnot, they've had the closed caption on it, and they've gone used to that. So now watching
Right.
movies with it on is second
It's
nature.
like they can hear better. By
Yeah,
seeing the words on the screen, they
and
can
it's
hear
actually
the
not a
words
bad
better.
thing because I mean, you could actually,
It's not. It's
you
not. I
really
got
could pick
used
up
to
a
it.
language just by doing that.
Subtitles counts as reading books. Sumo boy,
That's
that's
cool.
so funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, tell your history teacher that, or your English teacher. Oh yeah,
I read a book.
this
Oh, yeah,
summer
which
I
one?
yeah
Night of Living Dead.
uh, yeah I read Squid Games over the summer. Hold on, I got something in my eye. Darn it.
Uh,
Sorry guys.
sound mixing is so bad these days. I have to use, or I have
What?
to use subtitles on everything.
Yeah.
Gatsby says the sound
I
mixes.
also think it's an age thing. I think all young kids or young adults use the closed caption because it's convenient. Because you don't miss a word. You don't. Have you guys seen that? The short video where the guy's cooking in the kitchen. He's watching Netflix, and the guy's like, "Oh my gosh, we gotta get off this boat." And then he turns his head, and it's like the talk is like, you can't understand what they're saying. So, closed caption is now helpful in watching a show. So it just emphasizes what's being said. I get it. I'm okay with that. With the sound mixing, yeah, you just read that. You have roommates. Oh, that's for Nick C. Sorry.
Yeah, I read that. Nixie says he has to have subtitles on because his roommates listen to loud shows in their room with no
Pretty
headphones.
much. Yeah, there's a bunch of reasons you got subtitles on.
Yeah,
Yeah, not just because it's in another language. It helps you read. It helps when there's other distractions in the room. Let's see. I watch sometimes, I'll be honest, some shorts that do the captions. I'll watch a short with the volume off because it's already telling you like what's being said. So I'll watch it. Somebody's in their car talking on the camera and they got subtitles on the video. I don't even turn the volume up. I just read whatever they're talking about. So stupid. But in retrospect, you think about it, it kind of helps people. Reading gets better. My roommate is my wife. Her name is Tamra. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I got a roommate too. Her name's Tammy. Close. So, thank you. Some of the guys wrestling training make fun of me because I'm the oldest. Listen, you're not the oldest. Tell them I'm not the oldest. I'm the wisest. There's a difference.
Fair point.
Yeah. Deaf people use subtitles all the time. That's because they're deaf. I don't
Oh yeah,
hold.
I
Yeah,
think it's a joke.
because they want to
It's
know what's being
obnoxious.
said. Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
Could you imagine turning the volume off on a show and trying to watch it? Of course, subtitles are on. That's what closed captions for. It was originally designed for the deaf. Oh, by the way, did you know YouTube does multi languages now? I don't mean closed caption. I mean, like, I watched me in Italian. I
Did
was
you really?
speaking Italian, yeah.
Oh, how funny.
I'm like, oh, for what language do I want to speak? It literally, YouTube is using AI
To recreate your
to dub in
yeah.
another
Oh,
language.
okay. So that's what Gatsby was talking about earlier about the dubbing.
Yeah. It's a new thing, fairly new, but it's very cool. If you're Spanish speaking and you don't speak English, you can watch my videos now and hear me speak Spanish. If orale vatos, you'll hear all that. You'll hear me speaking Spanish. It's totally cool and better than I did in class. But let's see. Maybe they are good for ethnic movies. Do you like Modern Family? I liked Modern Family the first year. Then it got a little political. They started pushing the gay agenda on the show too much. So I bailed. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna watch this. I got enough gay in all the other shows I'm watching. So I stopped watching when it got too gay. There you go. But it was very successful for many years. I don't know if they're still making new ones. I don't think so. Your wife's name is Tammy? Yes. Because of my wife named Tamara. I know. That's totally cool. We got killer wives. Yep. Let's see. Double date. I don't think I'm anywhere near Ken. I don't even know. Ken, where do you live? He's probably in another state. We ain't gonna do a double date unless he wants to come by my house. I'll send him the address. Let's see. Okay. Ken, I have Tammy has been supportive since day one. She's worked 2 jobs while I was building the sauce business. She worked 2 jobs while I was building YouTube at the same time. I was doing sauce and YouTube. And she busted her butt. She did a great job. But no longer. She ain't doing 2 jobs. She is the reason I am who I am. I give her all the glory and credit. She is awesome. So, let's see. Michigan. All right, Ken. So, yeah, see, we can't double date. Listen, Ken, if you feel like it, Jimmy and I are going to do Pizza Wars tour in Chicago. We're driving up. So maybe you can drive over and join us for one of the videos let me know if you can. I'll save you a slice. You come, you can come review pizza with us. Any of you can show up. There's going to be slices left over, tons of them. So, well, I don't know, Jimmy. Do you eat a lot of pizza?
Do I?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, not at all.
We're gonna
I
have
wouldn't eat it
pizzas
every
left
day,
over
but well, not
because
anymore. I've actually been
well,
branching out, but
what we'll
typically,
do is we'll you eat what you want, and then whatever's left over, we'll give to somebody who's needy outside.
Mhm.
I think that's a good thing. Sorry,
Yeah, I agree.
Jack, you are so straight. That's amazing. I can't watch a show if it has gay either. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying I'm not saying anything. If it's got too much gay, I can't watch it. That's it. If you're pushing gay, don't push it on me. I'm going on another show. That's the bottom
Well,
line. Just
I think
like if it has too much
like
God and you don't believe in God, you probably don't want to watch it. You
yeah,
don't
it's
want
kind of like it's if it's like a subtle thing that progresses the storyline, great. But if it's something that just is just put in there for propaganda, you'll be able to notice.
you can tell the
And
difference between
yeah,
somebody who's naturally gay in the story, just the way they are, to we force this issue into the storyline. You're like, now why do I need to know your sexuality? For
when
example,
they
you guys
bring it up
ready?
like all
The
the time in the show.
the stupidest place they put gay was The Walking Dead. How the frick?
Yeah,
Why do I need to know you're
especially when the
gay?
world's ending. You think they're really thinking about something like that?
Yeah, like you're having sex when the world's ending. That's all you can think of who you're sleeping with. But yeah, there was a guy who was gay in the that's when I stopped watching The Walking Dead. I thought, yeah, that's way forced. I'm like, everybody's Walking Dead. What are you screwing? That's literally what I thought, and I stopped watching. I made it to season 4 or 5, but they put that in. And I thought that's pathetic. That's just way pathetic. Listen, when people write, you have to write realistic, or people
Oh
will
my
get
God,
turned off.
Paulin.
What happened?
Paulin says he's uh I would come if I wasn't in Seattle. Poor guy. He says liberal hellhole.
Poison.
Am I right? Yes, it's yes. Poor guy.
Poland's in
I feel
Seattle.
bad for you.
Well, dinner time here. See y'all later. Hey, it was nice spending 5 minutes with you, Ken.
Yeah. Thanks for
Ken
coming
number
by, man.
two. There's two Kens in the room, but let's see. Let's see. Michael Kane writes, "Bye, Ken. Yeah, everybody say goodbye to Ken. He's gonna go have dinner. I never watched Walking Dead. Okay, watching The Walking Dead was like watching Lost. If you watch Lost and got frustrated, nothing ever really happened. They were always lost. They were always Walking Dead. Nothing ever happened. They didn't come up with a cure. They didn't make it to where they were going. I mean, it it dragged. So people were like, "Hey, you gonna watch The Walking Dead tonight?" And I'm like, oh, "Are they still dead?" No, I'm not watching. It got stupid. After a while, they're like, "Hey, did you see what happened in The Walking Dead?" Let me guess. They were dead, and they walked, and they walked. I got tired of it. It was the same crap over and over again. And then the people who weren't dead fought. Then the people who were dead walked. So it was walking and fighting all the time. And I'm like, can we write a story? Can we go somewhere with this? I bet you guys don't even know how you're going to end the story. They didn't when Lost. That had a stupid ending. But anyway, let me see. I didn't know who that is. Ken Cosgrove, are you a friend of? Let's see. Double Bacon, I don't know who. Oh, Ken and Bacon are talking. All right. So anyway, so what else is going on in the world? Anything?
Trying to think of what else I've been hearing, but can't think of anything off the top of my head.
It's been kind of mellow.
Topic easy. Oops.
It's a big. Oh, by the way, it's a big weekend in theaters. Maybe you guys are watching something else other than the crap we've been talking about. Feel free to share whatever you've been doing this weekend. Great barbecue. Great 4th of July barbecue. That was a lot of fun. You need to go with us next time. Let's see here. I love it. You go through the chat and then people are talking to each other. Only good zombie story stuff.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Army of the Dead. I've never even heard of that. Making the zombie.
Army of the Dead? Wait, I've heard of Army of Darkness.
Yeah, no, there's Army of the Dead. There's been so many zombie games and so many zombie TV shows. Wasn't Dusk Till Dawn zombies?
Yes.
Yeah. I got tired of zombies. I think the podcast that you were on, they were all very nice. The podcast I was on as a guest, it was a channel that reviews bourbon. They're like bourbon reviews. They give away bottles of bourbon. And those guys were amazing. One of those guys is who's going to be special guest. Michael Caine, I don't know if you noticed, like he only stayed for like 5 minutes at the very beginning. Then he kind of bowed out politely. He's coming on. I forgot to send him a link. And it was too late by the time I did. So he's going to come on hopefully next week. We'll set it up. I gave him this week off. He was busy because of the 4th of July. I thought, I get it. I totally get it. Family. It's on Netflix. And okay, Nick. We'll check it out on Netflix. Let's see. Europe and ISA. Don't know what that is. And you guys lost me in that conversation. I will check out that show on Netflix, though. I think the Army of the Dead, is that what he's referring to? I never liked the
I want to say he's referring to Army of Darkness with what's his name? Bill.
Hey, Nick, is it Army of Darkness or it is for sure Army of the Dead?
No.
Let me
Army
know.
of the Dead.
It is?
The 2021 film.
Okay.
It's got
we'll check it out, Nick. We'll let you know how it is. Not that
Batista.
You need to know. You probably already know.
Ella Purnell.
Dave Batista seems like a nice guy. I'm not a big fan of like The Rock. I see The Rock. I don't know if he's a nice guy.
There's some stuff I like. Like I liked Jungle Cruise with him in it. That was funny.
I mean, personally, he's a nice guy. Not TV. But personally, if you walked right up to him and said hi.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. I believe Dave Batista is nicer than The Rock. Don't know why I feel that way. They both are probably nice to people. But I think Dave Batista is more down to earth. I think The Rock's been up there for a while. And I think some of it's kind of gone to his head. But you never know. It's tough when you play a guy for many years who's cocky, and that's your character. His wrestling character was cocky, totally cocky, but people loved it. They loved the Rock when he was at his highest in the ring. Let's see, I was a big fan when he was in WWE. Was Dave Batista in WWE?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learned who he was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, I was gonna say that's the one that he's really big in.
Yeah, that made him popular
Drax?
more than like
Drax.
worldwide. So what?
I think his name's Drax, right? The character.
Oh, I don't know. The part he plays, right?
Yeah. This will tell me.
Well, while you're looking that up, can I tell you something?
Drax the Destroyer. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. You know that app that tells you where the ICE agents are?
Yeah.
So I talked about it. I'm completely against it, by the way. You know, for the fact
I
that
think Trump was trying to get it banned or something like that.
so I
I've
did a
heard
video
something
that
about it.
told people to download it and do false reports. Falsely report ICE sightings all over the US. Because I think it's ridiculous, puts people in danger.
I thought about that, but I was like,
Oh no, I'm all
it's
over
a
it.
Democratic run,
I
so
looked it up. It's being flooded, not because of me, but it's being flooded with false reports.
is it really?
Like the app is completely useless right now.
Well, yeah, I told you that. Like, what was that? I think it was on X. I told you about that.
I
The
think
guy,
it's hilarious.
the guy reported people, or I don't know if the guy actually reported or it was just telling a story about it. But basically, there was a story about somebody reporting for Costco. So when he went to
Right.
Costco, there was no illegals there because he didn't want
Okay. I saw somebody
to
that said,
shop with them.
hey, what you do is
Shorten the
you
lines.
hire 10 Mexicans at Home Depot, you bring them home to retile your entire house. Right before you're going to pay them, you call ICE agents. So
Oh
you get all the
wow,
work for free. I'm like,
that's
oh, and then you get a reward for turning in
mean.
illegals. I'm like, okay, guys, that's not cool. Stop
That's
it.
not cool.
That's not cool. I don't agree with that. I thought it was
I mean,
funny,
that's almost
but I
extortion
wouldn't
in a
do
way.
that. If I hire anybody, legal
That'd be
or illegal,
that'd be considered extortion, would it not?
they do what I ask them to do. They get paid what they're asking to be paid. That's it. Every man deserves his wages. I don't care who you are, you know. But yeah, but they are getting flooded with false sightings, which is making the app useless. Which, once again, um, I'm not. I mean, everybody's on one side or the other. That's fine. But anytime you take people like law enforcement, you report their whereabouts, you you dox them, you do anything that puts them at risk, I'm against it. That's all. And I think people can get hurt. Drax was the perfect role for him. Yeah, that was a good role.
It was really good.
He was still playing the tough guy. It it's like they knew Dave Bautista before they wrote the character. It's like, yeah, let's write this character.
No, I mean, there's just certain actors that just fit roles. It's kind of like Ryan
Oh, no.
Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds fits Deadpool perfectly,
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I think they're
or
replacing
like
him,
Hugh
right?
Jackman as Wolverine. I mean,
Yeah.
how many people came out
Eh,
and said, "If you replace Hugh Jackman, we're gonna boycott you."
If you replace either one of those guys,
Yeah, it's
I don't care if you voice, go ahead and do voice acting. Hire somebody else with a different body. I don't care. But Ryan Reynolds mastered Deadpool. He's hilarious. But
it's a
and
rock.
same with Hugh Jackman, he's Wolverine. Period. If you're gonna replace him, that's like they replace Superman. That guy is the wimpiest looking Superman I've seen in my life so far. And I'm talking about the black and white Superman too. That guy looked more masculine. So honestly, I think it was a DEI hire. They got the role of Superman. So anyway, that's so be it. Talking about the ICE app again. They have so much money now.
Oh, okay.
It's not about money, it's about safety. Um, they report where the ICE agents are located. Lots of them would attack the ICE agents. They'd set up traps if they knew they were coming. Uh, it goes deeper than just alerting, hey, they're in the area. No, it was more than that. They doxed them. They would literally prevent them from sleeping. They'd make noise outside the hotels. I mean, they
Where?
went way out of bounds, disrupting law enforcement. That's all it is.
Oh,
Let's see. I knew The Rock back in the day as a Miami Dolphin fan. Did The Rock play for Miami?
he. I was just looking that up. He played for.
I didn't know that, Debbie. Thank you
Hold
for
on.
sharing that.
He played for the University of Miami. And
Oh,
then he, despite aspirations to professional football, he went undrafted in 1995 NFL draft and briefly signed with the Calgary Stampeders before being cut in his first season.
let's
And
be
then,
real.
then he
He's
secured it
big.
for
He's big
WWF.
now. He wasn't big back then. Not
No,
like he is today.
no,
Okay.
he was definitely a showmanship.
Yeah. Army of the Dead is a trash movie. Ooh, we got to
Ooh,
fight over Army of the
fired.
Dead.
Shots fired. Somebody else said something.
I don't think Henry Cavill is not going to be hired
That's
to
what it
do
was.
any
Henry
major
Cavill.
role. They
Yeah,
would
I
have
don't.
kept him as Superman. They would have
Well,
kept
I
him
don't know.
as
There's
Superman
a. I
first.
know he played Wolverine in. Was it the crossover thing? I can't remember what movie it was in, but he played Wolverine in one
Henry
of the
Cavill.
crossover things, huh?
I thought he was a great Superman.
But yeah, he's another one was
I
like
think
he
he
just
got
fit the role.
blacklisted.
He literally just fit the role.
I mean, I would pick him for the next James Bond.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Well, I'm waiting for his Highlander.
Oh, is he still doing that?
Yeah, that's well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he got
production is like
blacklisted
now,
in
but-
Hollywood. I think he spoke out against Hollywood, and he's been losing roles that he should be getting. That's what I think. Because Henry Cavill is like the top of his game right now. Everybody loves him, but I think it's a political thing. To learn more about,
Actually,
you can.
looks like there's a trailer out for Henry Cavill and Highlander.
Yeah, probably fan made.
It could be.
Yeah, it's
But,
not on the studio's
hold
website, is it?
I'm looking at IMDb right now. It's
I'll
already
bet
got
you
a
it's-
director. It's got writers. Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe, Marissa Bella.
Right.
they've already
But the
got
trailer
cast.
isn't on the movie website. Right.
Well, I'm looking at IMDb, so if it's legit, it's going to be on IMDb.
Is there a trailer?
I don't see one yet.
That's yeah.
I'm scrolling.
Fans love to make fake. Like, you have no idea how many times The Rock or Will Smith have been told to me
Say when it's
they're
coming.
going to be the next Popeye. Like, no, they're not. You know, that's a big thing,
Hasn't
guys.
released date yet.
Fake movie trailers, fan made movie trailers. Excuse me.
Yeah, it doesn't have a
huge
release
issue.
date yet, so still waiting.
So,
Well,
and by the way, I apologize for missing Thursday night. That's why we went on last night. I know we started Thursday nights. We will continue Thursday nights. Let's see. Hey, John. So the problem is identifying who's illegal or not. That's what you research with due process. I suggest kidnapping whoever, even legal Americans. That's not true, John. If they have a driver's license, which everybody carries, all they have to do is show their ID. Problem solved. They're legal if they have a driver's license. Except Biden gave away thousands of social security numbers. So it's hard to tell. But
okay.
What?
Okay. So Henry Cavill's going to play Connor McLeod, and then Sean Connery's character in the original movie, Sean Connery played Ramirez, which was the guy that taught Connor McLeod. Now it's going to be played by Russell Crowe, that character. So that's
Russell
cool.
Crowe's still getting those roles, huh?
Yeah.
I saw a new movie also for.
I've actually heard he's not a great guy.
I don't know. I can't say. I'm not gonna say because I haven't heard either way. He's nice or he's not nice. But I have heard
Studio with
Henry
that.
Cavill's nice. He missed the call saying that he got the role of Superman because he was too busy playing a video game. That's so funny.
Henry Cavill, no.
The new Superman is a good-looking man as well. Yes, if you're into feminine guys. Let's be real. Man of Steel, he's not the Man of Steel. He's a guy in a tight suit. I can go to West Hollywood and see a guy in a tight suit. Do not believe everything you see on social media. Ain't that the truth? Legal immigrants and citizens carry proper documentation on them that shows they have a right to be in the U.S. Then they go through the due process to find out if they're lying or not. But you don't send people back home if they have some proper ID. Then you do due process to find if it's true legal ID. So be it. If it's not, goodbye. Russell Crowe is playing Ramirez. Yep, that's what Jimmy was saying. Man of Steel reunion. Who was the I forgot his name. I forgot all their names. Who's the guy that was in the wheelchair? The Superman. They got paralyzed. What was his name? Look at everybody in the chat is typing in. Now, I know he was a nice guy.
Christopher
Reeves, yeah. I know he was nice. Oh, Sumo Boy says Russell Crowe is an angry man.
Yes.
No wonder he played Unhinged so well.
Yeah.
All he did was play himself. Stop.
It's not even like a stardom type of anger. Like normally, like it's like conceit. This is more. Right. It's just his personality, from my understanding. I could be wrong, but that's from what I understand.
Sumo Boy says your hat looks extra curved today.
I know. I noticed that too.
Okay. Jack, how is he feminine and wimpy? Look at the trailer. When a guy doesn't look... okay. He just doesn't look masculine to me.
Who?
The new Superman.
Oh, yeah.
He's not masculine.
I wouldn't say he's not masculine. I think he's just not... He's nothing like what Henry Cavill is by any means.
He's not a Man of Steel. Yeah, I mean, The Rock would have played a better Superman. There's 14,000 men in the world. Okay? Because of politics, though, Henry Cavill didn't play again. Superman. He did a great job. Okay? So this guy comes out of nowhere. Nobody knows him. And he doesn't look very masculine. He looks like a 4-year-old girl can beat him up. So, yeah, I have a problem with that. You guys think it looks masculine? Enjoy the movie. I won't be seeing it. Okay? I don't like... I mean, there's certain... That's like replacing Wolverine. I don't know if I can watch another Wolverine. I don't know. We'll see. Christopher Reeves
fell off the horse. The character. I mean... or the actor, because like before Hugh Jackman played Wolverine, you would never have guessed it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, or even like Daniel Craig as James Bond, you wouldn't know until you see him in the role, and you're like, "Huh, he's actually doing a really good job." You know what I mean?
Right.
It's really just you got to consume it and see or base an opinion off of experience.
Here's the problem, guys. It's called casting. You don't cast a black person for a white role that everybody knows
and
is
vice
white.
Versa.
That's what I was just going to say. You don't cast a white person for Shaft. You don't. It's all in casting. When you irresponsibly cast the whole movie shot, it tells you a lot about how good or how not good a movie can be. For example, why was the Silver Surfer not in Fantastic Four? Why did they have to put a gold female on a surfboard? I don't care if she's from an alternate universe. I don't care about any of that. Did they call the Silver Surfer and he went up? Sorry, guys, I'm busy that week and can't film. Really? Listen, trust me. That's
Well, see, I think it
fantastic.
kind of goes along the same lines like Captain Marvel, right?
Right.
They did it with Captain Marvel with Brie Larson, and they figured, oh, we can get away with it, kind of thing. So they did. They're like, well, we're going to run with this since it worked. Well, didn't work really well, but
Oh yeah,
I think the box office because of the
also like She-Hulk. Remember She-Hulk?
Yeah. Well, I mean
That
that's
bombed.
meant to be. That was meant to be a female, but I think it was just the script that kind of killed
Okay,
that.
Ironheart was meant to be a female, but it's
Mhm.
bombing on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
The female Iron Man, really, and then they got Robert Downey Jr. shoveling crap. Oh yeah, Ironheart, such a great blah 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 blah. Dude, why don't you just get on your knees? Why and bow to the Marvel God? Okay, so they got him promoting Ironheart. Really? You think that's gonna draw us to go watch Ironheart? No. He kept saying how she was a great she's a black girl. Iron Man was a white man. I would rather, what was it? The guy who played the black guy who played Iron Man's partner,
Rhodey.
Charles, whatever.
Wait, Rhodey.
You know who I'm talking about?
Well, are you talking about the actor or the character?
I thought he should have got the next role. If Iron Man's dead, Charles Goodell or something, what's his name?
Wait, are you talking about the actor or the character?
The actor. The actor's name.
Don Cheadle.
That's it. Don, he should have been the next Iron Man. Iron Man 2, I don't care. It should have went to him. You put a female black lead in, it's political. Let's be real, guys. You know what black fatigue is? Yeah, we've reached that point. Okay? And you know what? We won't stand for whites taking black roles that are known black roles. Because I'll tell you, when the rumor, which wasn't real, when the Black Panther was going to be played by a white person, y'all lost your junk. Oh, how was that any different? That should never happen. A black person should always play Black Panther. It's in the story. It's casting. Has nothing to do with race. Has to do with proper casting. Professor Snape in Hogwarts, long black hair, pale white skin. That's it. So, anyway, War Machine. What about War Machine?
War Machine was Don Cheadle.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I would love for him to have gotten the role to replace Iron Man. Iron Man dead? Great. He's already played a man in the suit. I like him as an actor. I dig on every role he's ever done. But he was in the original. So it would have made sense, wouldn't it? To give him the role.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think if, like, because I don't know the Iron Man storyline all that well.
He died.
I don't know if in the comic books, like, if there's source material that kind of, like, I know there's Ironheart is in source material, but like I was saying before, it's not really about whether it comes from source material. It's cherry picking source material to fit the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's it. It's exactly it, Jimmy. You nailed it. That's what it is. So when we complain there's a gold woman on a surfboard, they dug through they looked at love interests, they look at alternate universe, they do whatever it takes to make that work. No, Silver Surfer. It just, trust me. So it's all about casting. That's all. Stick to the story. If the story made the person black, it better be black. If the story made the person white, we had a black Annie. Really? Who wants to watch Annie? A black Annie.
I
Okay,
think it's been
red
done
hair.
before. I think it's been
Really?
done before.
What?
I think it's been done before.
Wait. Nick said black fatigue is respectfully. I mean, that is not all what black fatigue is respectfully. No, it is. We're tired of it being jammed down our throat. It's exactly, and you know who termed it? Black people.
Mm-hmm.
I saw black people explain to me what
Yeah,
black
they're
fatigue
talking
meant.
about it like they're
tired of it. I don't blame them. They
well, because
spent all
I mean
these
you're
years to
putting
get rid of racism.
you're, because they're feeling lumped into something that they don't agree with.
Exactly. So, Paulin, that is what black fatigue means. And by the way, gay fatigue is a thing too. I've seen them both used. That's what it means. It means people are tired of having the agendas. They're tired of it. Fatigue. That's the term. In fact, my brother Charles and I spoke about black and gay fatigue together on F as in Frank. It's a real thing. I mean, it's a new term. And the black people explained it to me what black fatigue means because they have it too. It's not just a white and black thing, it's a people thing. The politicians have been jamming crap down your throat, and a lot of you are just whatever. None of you spit out any of it. None of you go, whoa, no,
I'm
I'm not
probably a
going
little
to
bit
think that way.
behind, but Michael Caine does say, in my honest opinion, the Fantastic Four movie looks skippable anyway, so it doesn't really matter about the Silver Surfer. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's true. I don't like because of the
You're
cast
right.
alone. I'm just it does not even look interesting.
No, I totally agree with you. I don't
Michael
know.
Chiklis did play a good thing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Say again.
Michael Chiklis.
Wait. Black fatigue is not that you're tired of seeing black people on your screen. You completely ignored
That's not
what
what it
was
is.
said.
That has nothing to do with it.
Go back and watch the video I did with my brother Charles on black and gay fatigue. We'll explain to you what it means. You literally defined it incorrectly totally. So, that's not what it means. That is wrong. It has nothing to do with seeing black people on your screen. Oh, by the way, Liam Neeson is playing Naked Gun. That's good casting. He's remaking Naked Gun.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That looks good.
That
actually looks good.
okay. So Liam Neeson doing straight face comedy.
Who is the chick that's going to be in it?
I didn't see.
Oh man, now I gotta look that up.
I don't know, but I know Liam Neeson
I
can
saw
do
that,
comedy.
and I was like, that. Like, I think I even saw a trailer, and I was just like, that's freaking hilarious.
I'm tired of hearing about gay. You know what? You know, we're not against gay people. They can do whatever the frick they want. That's fine.
Oh,
But yeah,
Pamela
we were
Anderson.
tired about having the flag.
That's right, Pamela Anderson.
I don't want to come out of Starbucks bathroom and see a pride flag in my face. I mean, nobody does. Everybody's tired of it, and everybody's crossed the line, and everybody's like, we're over it. We're over you jamming these topics. Let us live our lives. Keep your agendas to yourself. That's it. Every TV show has gay. I can't think of one show I'm watching where somebody doesn't come out and being gay. From sitcoms to dramas. I mean, Grey's Anatomy, I couldn't watch. That thing was always gay. I'm like, wow. Okay. But you always have that character. I don't remember in the old days, they would have a token black, they called it, where they would have one black person to make up for not having black people on whatever show. They were always joked as being the token black. That was a real thing. Now it's completely opposite. I'm just saying. So look up black fatigue, look up gay fatigue, look it up on the internet, get a better definition because you're wrong
Ask a question.
on
What about
your
white
understanding.
fatigue? I would almost go as far as say there probably is white fatigue, to be honest.
No,
I
I
would
don't
say
think
it's more. I would say it's more like along the lines of liberal fatigue than white fatigue.
Yeah, explain to me where white has been jammed down your throat.
Yeah,
Explain to
exactly.
me. Explain to me where they've taken a black role and put a white person in. Explain to me. How about this? Explain to me when you watch a show and every episode of that, I mean, every show, there's a Christian character. Yeah, doesn't happen, does it? No. I mean, if this was about Jesus Christ and that was jammed down your throat, which it shouldn't be, but if it was, you'd have a problem. You're okay with that pride flag, but when it comes to the cross, when it comes with Jesus, you get all weird. You get all uncomfortable. You could treat Christians differently. How? I don't know. But you do. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I'm not saying that everybody doesn't deserve a role, but everybody deserves to be cast accordingly. That's all. That's how I felt about Confederate flag. Same thing with Confederate flag. Growing up in the South, you lost the war. Get over it. Okay? You should not have that flag thrown in your face. People can put it up on their house if they want. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think.
But
there's
don't
anything
put it in
wrong
every
with it, but
supermarket, every bank, every coffee house. Don't do it. And don't dedicate a whole month to the Confederates. Oh my God, if it was Christian month, you guys would lose your junk. You guys would not even acknowledge it. Ross, cracking me up. Christian fatigue. Yeah. Dream on. Dream on. Christian fatigue.
God, I'm so far behind because I'm still looking at or reading stuff about freaking Naked Gun. Oh no, I'm not that far behind. Somebody mentioned oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely not that far behind.
Hey, 23
Something
Skidoo, you
about
haven't contacted me yet. You were our winner this morning.
the Naked Gun movie. Looks like it's going to be hilarious. I love ridiculous random comedy. Exactly, and what it was almost like slapstick humor, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, but
It was
that
just
was
like
the originals.
play on words, puns.
Remember the TV show Police Squad?
Yeah, or
Oh
like
my God.
even like Police Academy or something like that.
That was so funny. That was some of the best humor ever.
What was it? There was another like Monty Python, like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay,
I mean, that was just like slapstick humor and just play on words.
not to hit at Christians, but you know what? The casting for Jesus is always wrong. He should look Middle Eastern. He is Jewish. He is from the area of Iraq. In that area, I don't know exactly where, but he is Middle Eastern. They never, ever cast him properly. When they do, I appreciate it. When Jesus does look Middle Eastern, I feel more like he's really casted correctly. So you guys can understand that's understandable. You guys have every right to be upset because people do horrible casting. But it also works for Annie, and it also works for Wolverine, and it also works for The Little Mermaid. We expect the casting to be proper. Everybody runs to Jesus and goes, Jesus was not blonde hair, blue eyes. No, he wasn't.
You're right.
I totally agree with you. So, anyway, so trust me, everybody doesn't cast properly. It's not just one area. You have Christian month, it's December. No, it's not Christian month because my mom never believed in God and she celebrated Christmas every single
Yeah, I think
December.
it's multicultural at that point.
Yeah. Christmas is become a very commercial, celebrated. It's lost its meaning. Don't even get me started. Then you got people that'll pop out of the woodwork. That wasn't even when Christ was born. Look, I'm not here to discuss that. It's not the eye to eye channel. But if you want to talk about that, we can have a discussion. I'll bring you on the show and you can tell me all about it. You can cry on my shoulder right here. But no, it's not Christian month. Trust me.
And Ross says being Christian is a choice, being black is not. That's the difference.
What
But
does
we
that have to
shouldn't
do?
be celebrating. We shouldn't be trying to acknowledge our differences, guys.
Why is it we don't have a
You're-
white entertainment channel?
by acknowledging differences and trying to propagate one over the other, all you're doing is creating a divide between everybody. We want to live together and celebrate the things that we do have in common, not the things we don't.
Okay,
That's my firm belief.
wait. But yeah, being black is not a choice. I get that. Being Christian is a choice. I get that. I don't know what that has anything to do with what we've talked about. What is I don't get it. We were talking about bad casting and you decided to go racial. It wasn't that. It was proper casting. It's things that are it's a job in Hollywood. People get paid 6 figures to cast. They do it for a living. There's plenty of people out there to choose from. We weren't talking about freedom of choice, freedom not of choice. So I'm really not sure.
Oh, that's a good point.
What?
They're talking about the Confederate flag not being flown because they lost, so they shouldn't fly it, right? And Michael Caine brought up, but if the Mexicans lost the American-Mexican War, why are they flying Mexican flag in the United States?
No, that's okay though. That's okay.
Well, no, it's a point. It's a
They
fair
can
point.
pee on it. They can light it on fire.
No, I still think it's a fair point. If you're not against, if you're against one, you should be against them both.
Right. If you're tired of the Confederate flag being raised, you should be tired of the Mexican flag being raised.
Exactly. And especially since, I mean, they really, like, they lost the war, but we honestly purchased a lot of the land from the Mexican government.
Okay.
That's fact. You can actually look that up.
Yeah.
It's historical.
I'm
fact.
agnostic and I celebrate Christmas. So does my Wiccan niece. Okay. I don't believe you celebrate Christmas, but you have redefined Christmas and celebrate that. You don't celebrate Christmas the way Christmas was designed to be celebrated. You don't sit around the table, thank the Lord for the food, thank the Lord for his sacrifices, thank the Lord for being born. You don't do that. And I know for hell your Wiccan niece doesn't do that. I know that. But that's okay. I'm agnostic. I mean, Nick said that. I'm agnostic. So I was agnostic for a while. And it's weird, but most people can't define agnostic. Agnostic is believing there is a higher power, not defining exactly what that is. Still kind of. So Nick, usually agnostics are kind of researching their way, trying to figure out, okay, you believe there's a higher power. What is it? So you're kind of in the research period, but that's okay. My mom never, I believe she believed in God, but she said she didn't believe in God. But I believe she did. I got many reasons why. But she celebrated Christmas just like you, Nick, and just like your niece. Okay, Wiccan, that's a whole nother thing. We'll get into that talk another time. But the thing is, you can believe what you want. Everybody learns things at different times in their lives. And you have the freedom of choice. So yeah, you have the freedom to celebrate Christmas however you want. But when you sell it different in your own way, then it's really your Christmas. It's like, I don't know. It's like me celebrating the 4th of July by acknowledging chipmunks exist. Right, Jimmy?
What about
What are you
chipmunks
looking at?
existing?
What are
I'm
you
reading.
looking at?
I'm
Yeah.
reading in the chat about the. I think it's about what you're talking about. The
Yeah,
Confederacy
yeah.
and all that
So I
non-existing
respect
anymore.
that Nick is
But it's still
agnostic.
heritage, guys. It's still somebody's like history.
Yeah. Everybody is in different spots in their life. Everybody understands their beliefs differently. I'm not here to judge. I am
Well,
not
here's a
here.
good example. Vikings
Yeah.
don't exist anymore, but people still celebrate Vikings.
Well, I think they possibly still do.
I
I
mean,
would have to.
it's part of people's culture.
Yeah. But anyway, um, let's see here. Jack, you sure do care a lot. Hold on. Frick. Did you just pin that?
No, I can't pin anything.
Frick. I just screwed up. Oh, there it is. Hold on, I meant that one. That's the one I wanted to pin. Uh, you should care a lot about what other people do and like. I don't. All right. So, to be a little more literal on what I care about, I care about that you may think differently than I do, and that's okay. Okay? You don't believe in God? You know what? Freedom of choice. God wants you to believe in Him on your own account. Nobody's putting a gun in your head to believe in Him. Okay? You don't believe in celebrating Christmas. You don't believe in the Confederate flag. You don't believe casting is bad. You are right to believe whatever you want. Not to say you're not going to maybe answer for some of that stuff, but we're all responsible for our own actions. But I want to make sure that you guys realize, unless you're nasty, unless you're hurtful, you're welcome to say whatever you want. I would, you know, there's many things you guys have said that I don't believe or I wouldn't endorse, but you're allowed to say that.
Nick brings up a point.
Yeah.
Nick says, not exactly. Agnostic is being unsure about the existence of a higher power. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I probably won't know until it's too late, but it should be exciting to find out. So
Okay.
I'm prior agnostic. All right. I think agnostic is kind of an encompassing term because kind of like paganism, I guess, is kind of an encompassing term as well. But agnostic, as an agnostic, I acknowledge the fact that there's a higher power, but I'm not sure man had an understanding of what that higher power was, that we couldn't even understand it really. But with my conversion to Christianity, I acknowledge that God exists and that he has already been here to save us from our sin.
Yeah, agnostic is kind of in between believing and not believing. You believe there's a higher power, but you're not sure if it's God or a spirit or you
It's
or,
just lacking understanding.
yeah, it's not, it's really one step closer to your belief, basically. It's not bad to be agnostic. It was the path I went. I started, I believed in God, but then I became more agnostic and I was kind of unsure, but I knew there was a higher power. I knew cutting myself on my arm started bleeding and then it magically heals over so many days. Somebody's got to design that. That just ain't by chance. So I felt very agnostic, but I didn't claim
Yeah,
that
well, that's
there
true.
was a God or
That's
anything.
a good point, Nick. Viking was
Right.
actually just a technical term referred to pillaging, and I guess it would be part of their language. Viking, like a Vikinger. So it was somebody that pillaged towns in different areas. So yeah, I mean that's true. That's accurate. They were Norse. They're also Dane, to be honest. It wasn't just the Norse.
And by the way, I love Viking shows.
Oh, I do
I love
too.
watching them. I think it's great.
Oh my God.
There's some good
First
ones
season
on
of
Netflix.
the Vikings was freaking awesome.
What was?
After that, it kind of died, I think.
I watched The Lost Kingdom.
Okay, yeah. The
Oh my
Last
gosh.
Kingdom.
Oh, was it The Last Kingdom? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called The Last Kingdom. I watched that. That was good.
I
That
honestly
was
think
better than Vikings.
it was a Viking show with like it was a cross between the Vikings and
And Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was really good, guys.
It was
You'll
good.
enjoy it.
It was good. It
So
was good entertainment. I don't think it was really
you should
historically
apply
accurate, but
to
it was close.
Sumo Boys tells Ken you should apply to Shark Tank. It's hard. You can get on Shark Tank, but it's tough. Let's see. Tamara just come in the bathroom to scold me again about going out to dinner. She said my
Double bacon's Mormon.
double bacon is Mormon. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
You
Who clicked on
you
that? I didn't mean to
clicked on the
click on
wrong
that.
one?
Sorry. No, I touched the.
Oh, you're scrolling.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll, and it pins
Kind
somebody.
of like that whole thing we were talking about the other day about being on the phone and you accidentally tap something.
Okay, like that. Like God heals my boo boos. All I did was accidentally tap it. So you don't have to hit pin. You just tap the comment.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I think that's new, to be honest, because it's
That's a new
it
way.
didn't or start out that way.
Yeah. So anyway, but I just try to be fair. If you guys are gonna hang out, I don't want you to feel like you're alienated. That's all. But there's a point that you can cross in being nasty, or there's a point you cross in being crazy. Then we have a problem. Then we got to deal with whoever that is. Okay. So realize that we try to respect all of you in the chat room. We may not agree with any of the stuff you guys are talking about. We could be wrong. We're all human. We're all having a conversation. That's the way I like it. It makes it fun that way. I learned so much from you. Just like cooking. I didn't know it all. I've learned so much from the viewers. So let's see if my mouth's getting dry. All right, I can go a few more minutes. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just scanning, moderating.
Don't get me started on Mormonism. Okay, Paul, and we won't. But you did comment on it, so I read it. I'm not going to get you started. Please don't get blood in the candies unless your blood tastes good. Ugh. Okay.
Leave it alone.
Okay, I will.
I don't agree with everything in the religion, but it teaches good family values. Yeah, I actually, I don't know if you remember this, but my parents lived right across the street from the mayor of the city.
Right.
And their son, and I think even the mayor was Mormon, but they're all Mormon. I went to church with them one time, and that was definitely an experience for sure.
Double bacon.
They really like food. You'll never go like hungry at a Mormon church.
So double bacon said something really important. Guys, you may like the Bible, okay? You may not believe that's the word of God. You may not believe in anything in the Bible. That's fine. But it tells you how to treat your neighbor. It tells you how to raise your kids. It tells you how to treat your wife. It tells you all the great things you should do in your life, how to treat other people. And what Double Bacon is saying is, basically, it's a good life guide. If you were to follow, you wouldn't drink too much. You wouldn't do psychotic drugs. I mean, there's places in the Bible they teach you how to behave and how to live a good life. It's a good life book. I always tell people they don't believe in God. I'm like, don't read the Bible about God then. Read the Bible because it tells, even my brother, he's an atheist. He says the Bible is a good book of good rules, good things to do for people. Take care of orphans, take care of widows. It's loaded with good moral judgment. That's all. So, Double Bacon is saying that. She's saying that she doesn't agree with everything in the religion, but it teaches good family values. A husband and wife, being monogamous, loving your children, don't bring strife on them. The kids respect mom and dad. I could go on, but there's a great life value. So, anyway, I just wanted to talk about that comment. Thank you, Double Bacon, for saying that. But, once again, let's see. Let's see here. I never. Let's see. Yeah.
Wait, what?
What? What are you reading?
Hold on. I'm just trying to catch up with. Never have done drugs as well as I was commended for earlier. Jesus keeps me safe from drugs. I'm trying to keep. Wow, it jumped. Sorry. What did Rowdy say? I'm on mobile and I haven't been looking at the chat much. I didn't even see Rowdy. But Ross said, "Did you see Greta Thunberg is starting an OnlyFans? That's freaking bizarre. That's really weird."
I would pay her to stay off camera. That's about it. Oh my gosh. I don't think. Is she even over 18?
Oh yeah, she is.
Oh,
yeah. As far as I know, God,
she can take money out of my account
I should ask
and stay off camera.
Let me just make sure. Yeah, she's 22.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd pay her on OnlyFans to stay off.
Nick says, I'm not fully familiar with the Mormon religion, but there is a theater show coming to my hometown called The Book of Mormon that I want to see. It should be funny. It's written by the creators of South Park.
Oh, yeah. They've had their take on Christianity. Now they're going after Mormons. South Park can be over the top. I like South Park. Like I like Family Guy. Like I like Simpsons. Like I like American Dad. Like I like a lot of those animations that soon probably will run. I expect Simpsons to. I think they're ending this year. I think they're killing off Marge. I think. I read that somewhere. That the Simpsons were ending. And like,
are they really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Could be rumors. I don't know.
Sumo Boy says, I pray for Charles.
I'm not sure what that means.
Pray for Charles because he's not Christian.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about that, Sumo Boy. I pray for both my brothers every day,
Oh,
so they're covered. But thank
nothing
you.
wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but
There's nothing
I
wrong with
pray
it.
for everybody, anybody that.
Yeah. A lot of people praying for Tall and Jim, but let's see here.
Michael Caine says my only drug is prescribed by Dr. Pepper.
Uh, you joke about it, but Dr. Pepper is probably the most addictive, one of the most addictive sodas. A lot of people are addicted. Like they'll go to Walmart and walk out just with Dr. Pepper. I'm like, wow. You couldn't wait till you went shopping? Nope. Gotta have their Dr. Pepper. I don't know what they're putting in Dr. Pepper, but man, people who drink Dr. Pepper gotta have it. I saw a certain video about that. The South Park episode. There's so many good South Park episodes. On Mormons is funny. I think it's healthy to laugh. Yes, I agree. To laugh at some of the bizarre parts of your religion. You know what? There's still things in Christianity that I go, why? What was that? Why did they do that? Chaw and Jim. All right, so Chaw is a nickname. His full name is Charles. But growing up, we called him Chaw. He's my brother. Jim is my other brother. So Chaw and Jim. Jimmy is a third person who isn't my brother, but is my brother in Christ. So there you go.
Well said. Well said.
So I'm brothers with them, and Jimmy's like my cousin, okay, through marriage. So that's about it. If that hopefully explains better. Ken is such a good family man. Any man would be blessed to have. I may be ignorant, but if someone says they'll pray for me, I genuinely appreciate it. Listen, I have never, honestly, I've offered prayer to people. They believe in God, they don't believe in God. You bring up a good point, Nick. When somebody offers to pray for you, whoops, hold on. Sorry about that. When somebody offers to pray for you, it's a big thing to them. And for them to take the time to speak good words over your life and to pray for you to have good outcomes, whether it be doctor, finances, spirituality, whatever, children, whatever the prayer is. The act of that. I may not need money, but the fact that you offered me money if I need it means the world to me. I don't need money, but you offered to pay for something. No, I got it. I'll take care of it. But that was huge. Nick said a great thing. He may be agnostic, but he still appreciates when people offer prayer because that means they care. And nothing's better than knowing people care for you. Right?
Exactly. Completely agree.
Have you offered prayer to people and
Mm-hmm.
have you ever had anybody turn you down?
No,
Yeah.
not usually.
That's
Well,
crazy.
I actually had somebody today I was talking to because he's had a troubled upbringing, and I told him I'd pray for him to find Christ. But
What did he say?
he was like, "You don't have to. I've already done it." And I'm like, "Well, I still will."
So when I know somebody's in need, I'll pray for their needs, that they be taken care of, be helped along, all that.
No, I disagree
And
with
then
what Ross says.
they'll turn and they'll say, no, I really don't need prayer for that. I'm doing okay. Then I turn to them because I'm a big snot bag. I turn to them and go, okay. Then I'll pray to God, thank you for taking care of so and so. He doesn't need prayer today. I'll praise God for that, just as a joke. But what did Scott who said
Ross says praying is just for the person doing the prayer to feel better. not actually for the person they pray for.
I'm sorry you feel that way. There's a
It's
long
absolutely not
discussion on that topic. I'm not going to bore people. We're not here for that. But that's not true.
Debbie says, I'm atheist, and when people offer a prayer for me, I take it in the spirit that it is given, which is loving and kind in their minds.
Who said that?
Debbie.
Debbie nailed it. Debbie, it's that you care enough to pray for me. It's not about who you're praying to or whether I believe or not,
It's almost
but it's that you care enough. You
from
love
a
me.
God, I can't think of the name or think of the word. But anyway, from a non-Christian, right? Secular. There you go.
Right.
From a secular point of view, it'd be kind of like giving somebody a birthday card or get well soon card, kind of like that, from a secular point of view.
Right. So, anyway, but I totally get it, guys. It seems like we got all forms of belief in this room, in this chat room, and that's totally okay. You know, we're all living life together. We're all trying to figure out things. I get it. So, anyway, let's see. Let's see. I truly hope those at risk of losing. Okay. You guys keep talking about people losing Medicaid. That would be people who don't deserve Medicaid. Okay? Americans still get Medicaid. If you're old enough, you get Medicaid. Illegal immigrants who don't belong here do not get Medicaid anymore. That's what's changed. Stop saying, oh, all these people are going to lose Medicaid. No, we're trying to save Medicaid so that rightful people can get Medicaid. We would love for all of you in the chat room to grow up and get. I don't get Medicaid, not yet. I'm not old enough yet. But when I am old enough, I will be required to go on Medicaid. There needs to be something there. I've paid into it my whole life. I don't need people to walk across the border and take my stuff that I've paid into to take care of you guys and to take care of me. Because at a certain point, we can't work anymore. So, anyway, once again, Medicaid is stopping for people who don't deserve Medicaid. They're going after people with fake Social Security numbers. They gave out millions. Nobody cares until they need help. When the help's not there, you're going to care. When you can't go see a doctor, you'll care. But since you're in a nice spot right now, you don't need a doctor. You don't need Medicaid because you're not old. It's all good.
Michael Caine says, Jack, how many illegals do you think there actually is? As far as I know, like, I think they claimed there was like 20 million. And that's just what we know of.
Yeah,
I'm just going by what I've heard.
millions. I don't know how many are left. I haven't been keeping count. But I know tens of millions came across. And they only came across so that Biden would get reelected. That's all. That's the only reason they did it. They flooded this place.
Why else do you think the Democratic Party's broke?
Right. They've been paying. We have been footing the bill of people that never lived here and just came over to, pull up a chair to the buffet table, eat what they could, they've been spending our money. We put a roof over their head, food on their table. Guess what? There are homeless Americans I'd rather take care of. Just being honest. Those other people, they literally opened the jails and sent us their criminals. They were locked up because they did harm to people in other countries. But not once is anybody on the other side said, you know what? Yeah, these illegal immigrants should be here. You're right, Jack. Yeah, they're raping little children. You're right, Jack. Nope. You never admit they've done anything wrong. And they've done quite a bit wrong in America. Not even in their own homeland, but America. So, anyway, let's see here.
Well, see, I think so. They're talking about the whole Medicaid thing. You realize that Medicaid is going to be it's the cuts are more for making sure that the people that need it get it, not the people that don't need it.
Right.
That's all the cuts are for.
Some of you may reach
Send
Social
the
Security
people that
age.
do need the money, more money, or what they need.
When you guys are old enough to collect Social Security, that's your money. You've paid into it every paycheck. That is your money.
As long as it's still available.
Yeah. If it's not available, you're going to be upset. Are any of you going to be upset?
Yeah, you're paying into it whether you like it or not.
You turn 62. I'm ready for my Social Security.
Sure, everybody's seen it.
Oh, sorry, we ran out of money. I know you've been paying all your life, but we gave it away to a bunch of people who didn't deserve it, who've never paid into Social Security. Never.
There are ice around.
So, anyway, I'm just saying.
Ice around.
Once again, we live in a world, everybody's okay with whatever until it affects their life. That's all.
Michael Caine says, when there are ice around, entire stores in smaller cities turn into ghost towns. If people knew how many have settled in over the last few decades, they'd be shocked. Exactly. It wasn't even just the last 4 years. It's been over
every state. By the way, every state.
40 years.
They're in every state. That they're literally everywhere now. Okay? So
Alligator,
I feel I have a lot of friends that are from Mexico. They came here legally. They legally came here with their family. They're doing great. I totally support that. I feel bad for them because they spent a lot of money. They took tests. They did whatever it took to become a citizen of this great country. And why bother when the Biden administration let millions become citizens and vote and gave them our money and everything? And it doesn't bother you guys. It will bother you when something's not there anymore for you. You know, you guys, it's so funny because liberals day and night, oh, Medicaid is going to end for thousands. Really? That's what do you care? You give free health care to illegals. What do you care? Why are you upset? Why are you even complaining about Medicare when you guys support giving away free health care to illegal aliens? You can't have it both ways. You can't go, well, they're going to cut Medicare to millions. Well, you know, they're going to give free health care to millions that don't deserve it. I would love free health care. I got to pay to go see the doctor. I got to pay to get a surgery. I got to pay. You got to pay. But they don't. Really? How is that? How is that a real thing? How is it you guys complain about all the people losing, but then you're okay with giving? You can't have it both ways. You can't. Whoops.
Uh-oh. Where's Jack? There he is.
Stupid Rumble. I think we've been running long.
No, it hasn't even reached 2.
We're literally 30 seconds away from 2 hours.
Well, I know, but normally it's like 10 minutes after when it does it.
What do you mean it's 10 minutes after?
I've noticed it's usually like 8, 9, 10 minutes, and it'll do what it did to you.
Got it. So anyway, but so all I'm saying is all I'm saying is the irony of you don't want millions losing Medicaid. Well, you shouldn't be giving away free health care to millions who don't deserve it. You can't have it both ways. Lose it, don't lose it, get upset over it, don't get upset over it. Which one is it? Let's see. I guess Michael Caine said something. Sumo, excuse me. Sumo Boy is commenting, or I'm sorry, I'm glitched. Rumble Studio screwed up. Hey, by the way, Jimmy,
Yeah.
I want to try something new.
What's
I
that?
want to see if the two of us can do YouTube live straight.
Oh, okay.
I want to go on YouTube. I want to figure out a way to invite a guest, and you and I can chat on YouTube.
Okay.
Because Rumble Studios, their moderation is horrible.
Yeah.
YouTube is instantaneous. You can moderate them right there on the spot.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know.
Let me look into that, okay? Once I figure it out, I'll bring you on board. I'll tell you how it works. I'll tell you if it works. Jack, please ask your AI if illegal immigrants get Medicaid. I just told you the big beautiful bill is canceling that. So, hold on. Illegal immigrants have gotten roof over the head, money in their pocket. They got charge cards, guys, that have money on them. They have gift cards. They have free food. I mean, you guys look up what we've given illegal immigrants. It'll make you sick. If it doesn't make you sick, then I don't even know why you're in this country. Let me see. You said ask AI. Do illegal immigrants get Medicare?
In general, undocumented immigrants aren't eligible for Medicare, which is the federal health insurance program for people who are 65 or older or have certain disability.
Do illegal immigrants get Medicaid?
So Medicaid is a bit different from Medicare. Generally, undocumented immigrants aren't eligible for full Medicaid benefits either, but there are some exceptions. For example, they can receive emergency Medicaid for urgent medical needs, and some states have expanded access to cover more people, including certain groups of undocumented immigrants, especially children and pregnant women. It really depends on the state and the specific circumstances.
That would be yes.
Yeah, exactly. So while there are some limitations at the federal level, states have their own rules that can sometimes expand access. So it all depends on where you are and the specific programs available.
Are illegal immigrants getting free health care?
It can definitely seem that way in some cases, especially when it comes to emergency care, because hospitals are required to provide emergency treatment regardless of a patient's immigration status or ability to pay. Additionally, some local programs or community health centers might offer care at low or no cost. But for comprehensive non-emergency coverage, there are generally more restrictions. It really varies based on the type of care and where you are.
Can't you just walk into an ER and pretend it's an emergency?
Emergency rooms do have to treat patients who come in with what appears to be an emergency, and they won't turn people away based on their ability to pay or their immigration status. That being said, they will still bill the patient afterward, and it's not really a long-term solution for ongoing healthcare needs. It's definitely best to have access to regular healthcare rather than relying on the ER.
So if you're an illegal immigrant, you're best to get treated in the ER.
In an emergency situation, of course, the ER is there to help anyone who needs urgent care, regardless of their status. But for non-emergency healthcare needs, it's definitely better to find community health centers or clinics that offer services on a sliding scale or
Yeah. So there you go. So all they got to do is walk into a hospital and go, yeah, I'm not feeling well.
It's an
and they
emergency.
consider it emergency care.
Yeah.
And trust me, all you got to do is sit 5 minutes in the ER waiting room, and you'll see they go there all the time. Every hospital I've been to will be loaded because they can't turn you away.
Yeah. ERs don't turn you away whether you have money or insurance or not.
Exactly.
Sumo Boy says Jack's AI is kind of sexy.
Yeah, isn't she? I love female British. So, like, how do you spell sexy?
Sexy. SEXY.
So I always set the voices to British female because it sounds sexy. See, but you guys get it.
What AI are you using?
I'm using two different ones.
Well, that one.
The one that's spelled sexy, that is Chat GPT.
Is it really?
Yeah, but the Chat GPT
I know
voice.
Grok only I know Grok if you're not a paid, you only have male, female. That's it.
Yeah, but you can. I think you can change.
Yeah,
Grok.
sorry, Sumo. I'm just kind of keeping up with the chat here.
Oh yeah, if you see Jimmy zoning like he is right now, that look right there on his face, that's him reading the chat. He's engulfed in the chat. I can read the chat and yap, but yeah, Jimmy concentrates heavily on the chat. Then he'll see a question he wants to address,
Yeah.
and he'll address it.
Well, it's not just near-death circumstances, Paulin.
Jack's AI reminds me of Elizabeth Hurley. That's good.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda.
He still looks
I can
great.
see that.
Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley still looks attractive. She's done a
She
good job.
does. Honestly, for her age, I'm kind of impressed. She's definitely aging a lot better than, say, who was I just looked up? What's her name from Underworld?
Oh, not Kate Blanchett.
No, it's Kate Beckinsale.
That's it, right? Crap. Okay, so Debbie
My
has
God,
an
she's
Debbie has
horrible.
an Irish man, like soaping up in the shower.
There you go.
Yeah. You can have fun with it. They just go into settings, change the voice. It's nice to have a different voice. Siri always sounded like a stupid idiot. She never knew what I was, nothing. But give her an accent, she can sound stupid. That's okay.
Thomas makes a good point. Reagan did in 1986. He did the amnesty program, or I think it was a state bill or something like that, that allowed or gave 3 to 6 million. I don't know if the actual numbers. I'm just going by what Thomas said. Gave 3 to 6 million undocumented residents fast track to citizenship. Yes,
That's
I do.
right.
I did read about that. I am
Yeah,
aware.
that's what Trump's doing with farmers
That's
and hotel workers.
supposedly.
No, it's true. Trump is fast tracking a lot of farmers, the workers, and a lot of hotel, housekeeping and all that. Housekeeping. Anyway, Irish Spring Jack. Yep, that's exactly what's coming out of your phone. Is an Irishman. That's cool. One thing. Oh yeah, we've been going on for 2 hours, dude. We're overtime now. 27 million were ultimately approved for permanent. You know what's funny? All you who are not for getting rid of the illegal immigrants, do you know Obama deported
Irish Spring.
more than Trump has yet? Obama deported more, but you never once were bothered by that, were you? Never got upset. Oh no. Obama can do no wrong. Yeah, really? Well, his
Yeah.
birth certificate's coming into question. You guys claimed, oh no, his birth certificate's good. He's from Hawaii. We all knew it was fake. We all knew everything was fake we've been lied to about. The moon landing, the coronavirus, it all was fabricated.
Oh,
Oh, we lost him.
I'm back.
Anyway, what happened?
It did the same thing yours did.
It's trying to get rid of us. That's what it's trying to do. Hold on a
It's
minute.
like trying to smack us on the
Screw
wrist.
you, Rumble. That's why I think we should try YouTube. Okay, so let me work on it. Okay, we'll sign up right now. And ironically, Reagan was a lot like Trump, the two of them. I have a picture of the two of them shaking hands. There was a lot of similarities of the majority loving Reagan, not loving Reagan, that kind of thing. Blame everything on Reagan. They've been doing that forever. But then Democrats get into power and they do the same darn thing. Nobody's got a problem with it, which blows my mind. But teaches them. Anyway, emergency services include these requiring immediate attention to prevent. Now, it does not, Paulin, you're wrong. If you walk into an ER with a cough, they got to treat you. Emergency services is anything that walks.
Yeah, I mean,
through
if
that
you go
door.
in, like, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah,
The
I've been
ER
there.
is for it's for a reason.
Oh,
And yes, I
my
get it. But
daughter's nose is
there's
running.
certain things like if you walk in and say whatever reason, say you think you have pink eye or something stupid, right? They'll say, okay, well, there's nothing we can do, and they'll send you on your way. They'll send you a bill in the mail, but if you're illegal, they'll just brush it off.
Yeah, and they'll get money from the government.
Exactly.
I don't like when they killed people. Remember that? Remember they would indoctrinate? They would just shoot up people until they died. Remember that? Yeah. So that's, that's a whole nother story. But once you walk through the front door of an ER, I don't care what it is, it's still considered emergency services. That's it. Anything that walks through that door. So anyway, so let me sign us off. We will see all of you later. And then let me see here. Hold on a minute. Yeah. And we will try and do, I think, because we normally broadcast on Rumble Studio, which spreads it out to Facebook and YouTube. But the next time we may just broadcast on YouTube. Let me look into that. If I can't have Jimmy as a guest, then we're not going to do F's and Frank on YouTube. I mean, we will, but we won't use their software. That's all. That's the difference. So anyway, so that looks cool. So I will say goodbye. Do you have anything else you want to say before?
No, I mean, I guess what you say about going to YouTube?
That we were going to try and do it strictly
Like
from
right
YouTube.
after this?
No, I have to research it first.
Okay.
And
okay.
we'll do a test run.
Yeah, we'll do a test run on that.
Yeah, and
Not
if
scheduled
YouTube,
for everybody, just so you know. It's just going to be a one-off, trying to figure it out.
yeah, we have to test it out. I have not seen YouTube allow a co-host. Have you?
Huh?
Have you ever seen anybody on YouTube have a co-host?
I want to say yes.
Probably,
But
but they're using OBS.
They're probably running through OPS.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up another one. Michael Kane says, look into StreamYard.
StreamYard, yes.
Which is another kind of like OPS.
Yeah.
I think OPS is free.
No,
I'm not sure about
it's OBS.
Or I'm sorry, OBS.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the damn program. It's down at the bottom of my freaking thing. But Michael, is StreamYard a free program?
No, It is not free. I was on it with the
Okay.
guys from the Bourbon Channel. They were using StreamYard. It's pretty cool. You can have like 4 people. I know I can have a lot of people on this. So let me see what I can do. And we'll let you know. You guys will get alerted when we go live. But we're going to test out YouTube, see if I can have you co-host. If not, we'll stay here on Rumble. We'll look around, see if there's something better. That, as long as they're.
Hope everyone has a good night. I have a leftover package of hot dogs to eat tonight. Yeah, I've got some dogs myself.
Yeah, grill those dogs till the skin's burnt. I love them burnt.
Actually, I went and got Portillo's.
Did you?
So, yeah.
Rock on. Let me let you go because I got ribs calling my name.
Oh, see, that sounds better.
I got a whole rack of spare ribs.
That sounds so much better.
They're all seasoned and they're all going, Jack. Come in the living room, Jack. We're on a TV train waiting for you. So, anyway, I'm out of here. It was fun. I love you guys. Thanks for being part of the conversation. Because remember, without you, we wouldn't have a discussion. All right. So we will see you probably next Saturday. Oh, the next time we get together is on your channel, right? Monday
on Open Discussion.
Yeah. I may talk to Charles tomorrow. I'll talk to Charles. We may have a topic. But with Jimmy, me and him will get together on Monday. And it'll be on Jimmy's channel. All right? Are we good?
We're all good.
All right. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.